Alright, howdy. Let's get started. I deleted everything and then I had to remake everything, and I also added stuff from High Dive because I forgot there's some on there. So, I have changed everything. Which one looks better, this or this one? Yeah, no, we'll just do this one. Alright, so tier list is made again. So what? Ugh, God, I can't even speak. I'm so mad at myself for deleting it, but I'm also just tired because I had to manually put everything back. So S plus, and repeat, meaning I watch this on repeat constantly. I've seen it probably like 10 plus times. Great and recommended. I still watch on repeat, but just not as much as like an S tier. But I would recommend someone new that wants to start off with an isekai, or even just anime in general. I would recommend. Good, but just not for everyone. Some of these you have to have a unique taste, or some are good in some people's eye, but for me, it's like not mid or forgettable. Um, Speaking of that, mid or forgettable, just I just throw them away. It's like they just weren't that good, or they're just bland altogether. And trash is trash. Like, do not watch. I could go into it. You don't watch, because some of these, I would not recommend you watching. Like, they're a waste of time. But like I said last time, let me pull this up. Boop boop boop. Pull it up. Follow me on Kick. We watch animes 12 a.m. EST about every day. I haven't done it in about a month, but we finally got done with Solo Leveling. We got done with Overlord. We got done with Midnight Fantasy and a couple other shows. So, oh yeah, we were starting Konosuba, but I stopped it. I got tired. Uh, so usually it's always 4 hours, because it's usually how long it takes to watch 12 episodes. But yeah, drop a follow. I need more followers because Kick has it's worse than Twitch. Like, I've never seen someone like this is the lowest I think I've ever seen. Usually it's even less, or not even less. Like, this is definitely the lowest I've ever seen. So and a lot of people view bot. A lot of people do watch my channel, which I wish they will have a viewer list, like how many people actively click on the stream and watch longer than a minute, because I would love to have viewers, like a view count and a follower count, but whatever. So drop a follow on it. We watch animes over here. But yeah, let's get into the tier list. Starting off, Slime. If you haven't watched it, I recommend it. 1, 2, and 3 is so fantastic. I didn't really care for the beach episode, but I don't care for beach episodes in animes. They're gunner bait. But it's good. Fantastic show. It's world building, characters, fight scenes, everything. All of it. S plus. Same thing with Moonlight Fantasy. I love Shin and Mio the best. Shin's the dragon woman, and Mio is a spider woman. They're fantastic. They are hilarious. Whoever wrote them deserves an S plus or a better paycheck. I don't know. I don't really care for the main character Makoto that much. There was one, like season 1, Makoto was good. Season 2, Makoto is like meh. Overall, very good show. I'm not gonna spoil too much into it, but yeah. Saga Tanya. Also, if you don't like the whole fantasy world, but you love Isekais, this is a great one. This does world history, but retells it and puts more fantasy aspect in it. And I think it's like set in World War One, and I'm guessing this is Germany stretching out. And you're like, oh, Germany, no, not Nazis. But it's actually really good. This character is so good. Like, even, like, not even just the action, but, like, just Tanya as a person is crazy. Saga Tanya, if you don't know the name, that's the name. I'm going to pull up my little Crunchyroll list right quick. Alright, next. How to rebuild the kingdom. Honestly, it's great. I would recommend. I personally watch it on repeat, but I recommend it. It's 26 episodes, one season. I think Warner Brothers put money up for it, or at least the publishers, I think. Don't quote me on that. It's more of a harem kind of route, but like this doesn't really, at least so far, hasn't really cared for the romance stuff. Same with this one. Same with this one. I think this would be trash if they did something weird where because this is a girl now. But the guy that got isekai'd is a dude, like a grown man. I think it would have been a little weird if they would have went something sexual with it. Luckily, they don't. They just stick to gory violence and like very good storytelling. This it actually got me to read the book. I have the book right here. It's Machiavelli the Prince. I love this book. When we had the huge hurricane and the power went out, I read that whole thing. I love it. It gets you thinking. It's more than just like a not really a rom-com, fantasy king building type thing. It's actually really good. Shield Hero. Now, this is what I think most people will put it, because I know a lot of people didn't like season 2 and 3, and there's season 4 coming out next month or this month. But I watched this on repeat. If you can get past the first episode, which is the main character, spoiler, he gets caught up in some kind of honey trap with the king's daughter, and everyone labels him a creep, rapist, etc. And his reputation is ruined because the king and some other people hate the shield hero that's always summoned. They always hate the shield hero, and so he's the next one to be hated. And then everybody wants him exiled, etc. And yeah, it's rough. And then it uses like slavery and other stuff, but as long as you get past the first episode, everything else in season 1 is so good. There's a couple times you're like, it's because it's like Japan has some weird, freaky stuff sometimes. But other than that, I recommend it. It is so good. Konosuba, if you love comedy and action, S+. Darkness is like a masochist. Megumin loves explosion magic. Aqua is a goddess that the main character calls useless a lot of times, but she does like healing magic and other like petrification magic. It's just hilarious. It's hilarious. Mushoku Tensei. Now, a lot of people put it here, and I think they are blinded. Rather, they read the books, but I'm going off of strictly anime. Just the animation. Not the books, nothing. Because I've never read one. This is this. Season 1, I hated so much. I struggled to get past the first 4 episodes. I hated Rudius so much. He was overtly way too creepy and way too pervy. Way too pervy. And this is the argument I make with Isekais. When it comes to you dying and coming to another world, what makes a good isekai, in my opinion, is like Black Summoner, which I'll go ahead and just put ahead. Because Black Summoner, he gave up his memories and his past life for extra skills and level ups. So it's like he was born again, like as someone brand new. No memories of the past world, nothing. Other than he came from somewhere else. That's the only thing he knows. Even the goddess in his ear that he talks to doesn't really tell him much about his past life, which I think is fantastic. And when it comes to these, where it's like a grown man gets reborn as a kid, like a baby kid, but still a grown man, I find it so creepy and weird. And a lot of them do this. A lot of them follow that format of like growing up as a child in a brand new world, but having the memory, personality, and everything else as a grown ass man. And I don't like that. I find that weird in some isekais, and for that reason, I think it's good. Great world building, action scenes, animation, all that perfect. The writing and the freakiness, I don't like. And this is freaky sometimes too, but at least they had it behind comedy. Whereas this is just being a pervert for no reason. I hate it. Therefore, Black Summoner, great, would recommend. They need to get a season 2. Like I said in the beginning, it's an isekai, or all these are isekais, but it's not normal in the sense like the main character knows he's born again or resurrected in another world, a fantasy world, but that's it. That's all he knows, because he gave up his memories for extra skill points, which the goddess tells him in the very beginning episode. It's so good. I think at a uniqueness, none of these compare to this one. Animation's like lackluster because it is a little bit older, but it still holds up. They need a season 2 of this. Spirit Chronicles. I haven't watched season 2, but for season 1, I think it's good. I wouldn't say it's great just yet because I haven't watched season 2, but it's good. Honestly, it's like in between these two. I'll even put it... no. I'll put it like here because I don't know how season 2 goes. This one, great, will recommend if you just want a chillax, good storytelling isekai. Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic is fantastic. It's a good starter to isekai, in my opinion. Like, this is a go-to starter. Handyman Sato, if you love fucking comedies, this is also great, real recommend. There's some scenes it's like meh, but Merlin the Wizard, if you watch Neebs Gaming and you know Apsfer, it his the way the character is portrayed in this reminds me so much of him. It is so crazy. It's like a 1-for-1. So good. I would recommend. I say these two are neck and neck on the comedy scale. Like, this is definitely a little bit more funnier because the girls in the show are hilarious, but like the 3 fantasy characters that he's in a party with are fantastic. The main character, not as funny. Like, he doesn't make jokes or anything. He's just there to be a handyman. So the main character loses points, but it does a different storytelling with like let me turn off my headset so I'm not wasting battery because I'm not listening to anything. The main character, there's not really much story, but everybody around him has a story. Like even his party and other people that interact with them have each of their own stories in each episode. It's so good. And a lot of people probably seen the clip on YouTube of a ninja stepping on a shadow of a woman who's a witch and tries to kill her, but then pulls down his mask and kisses her. And then everyone makes like these love edits and whatever. It's not a romance, but there's a lot of scenes like that where it's like it tells stories of different people's lives in the fantasy world. It's actually really good. Cooking skill from another world. I think campfire cooking in another world, my search skill, whatever. I Honestly, it's good. If you're not really into the action, you're just like world building, good storytelling, and cooking. This is actually really good. I put here. I'm gonna make a new one. And we'll do. And we'll just say this is. We'll just say that it's. Alright. That way we do this. I'm gonna do the not for everyone tab because I know a lot of people wouldn't watch cooking, like, because there's not that much action in this at all. And when you're watching Isekais, you're kind of there for the action. Like, literally all these have action in them. Literally all of them. So to have one that doesn't specialize in it, it's kind of meh for some people. But for me, honestly, I recommend it. But yeah, you know what? Yeah. Wise Man's Grandchild. It's like a Harry Potter type because like everyone used magic, and the main character who got killed and is reborn in this world and grows up as a kid, and then luckily it's not as pervy as like fucking Rudius, but he does get married to one of the females in the show. It's all right. It's really good. Like, it's really good. Oh, you know what? I'll even put it here. It does more differently with its storytelling. I think demons are the main villains in this world. And so far, from what I've seen, Fearon's the only one that does the demon race, actually, what demons would be portrayed as, which are demonic evil. And a lot of them don't do that. So that's why I think it's good. Glade Current, also very good. It does a different format of like these two combine because he's like a healer, but healing magic's rare and a lot of people like upcharge it. So a lot of people hate healers because of that. So, and he's the only good one. That's why he's called the Great Cleric. It's slow pace in the beginning, but then it picks up, but then it's like it starts dying off. You know what? I'll even put it here. Overall, it's good. But is it better? Yeah, I'll put it there. I think this is called, let's see, The World's Finest Assassin. Honestly, the shooting action scenes, even the beginning when you see the old man, like all of that's really good. But it's all right. But there's a couple scenes you're like, ugh, I don't really care for the love story that this character has, and I don't really care for like the weirdness of his father. Like there was one scene where he's like naked and doing poses, and his father's like judging his body and whatever. It's weird. It's weird. By the grace of gods, honestly, the one anime show, yeah, there's a lot of female characters that love on him, and he is a kid, but he's a grown-ass man, like, I think, past 40. But luckily, he does nothing pervy at all. So, I recommend it. It's wholesome, good storytelling. He uses slimes in a way that's different than just combat. Like, he uses a slime also in the show, but he only uses it for combat. He uses his brain and thinks more what he can use them for. It's pretty good. I say it's wholesome. I don't think there's any fight scenes in it, but I could be wrong. There could be like a couple here and there, but it's not focused on it. Possibly the greatest alchemist of all time. This one is somewhat new. I say it's all right. I say it's even there. It's like it's almost, you know what? I say it's good. It goes past the for not for everyone. I think it is for everyone. There's nothing bad in the show. Good action, good storytelling, good characters. Yeah, just good. Actually, I wouldn't put it great. This one also good. I would recommend like these two tabs. I still would recommend, but just be warned. Just be warned. It's all right. I probably wouldn't recommend. Like I have. We'll go back over the list to really make sure. Anything above this, I would recommend. Anything below is all right. You can watch it on your own, like risk it for yourself. And these, I don't even bother. Yeah, that was the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist. He's actually really good. It's not the whole title, but it's almost all of it. Some of these titles are way too fucking long. Parallel World Pharmacy. It uses the Black Plague at the end differently compared to what happened in our actual world. Honestly, I'd say it's good. It shows you like the morality that our doctors and nurses have to deal with, like now, and then what they used to have to deal with, like back in the fantasy world. It's a little bit different. That's the best way I can describe it. Not really much action at all, but it deals with the more healing stuff. Another wholesome one, A Journey Through Another World Raising Kids, I would recommend. If you love wholesome stuff you can watch with kids or family members or whatever, this one. Like a lot of these animes you would not watch with family. But this one you definitely can. Same with Grace of God, you could probably watch that with family. This one you can watch 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 with family. The rest, I wouldn't. Depending on how close you are. But some of these I definitely would not. Headhunted. This is somewhat new. I think it's not a year old yet. Headhunted to another world from a salaryman to becoming some. I don't know. It's too long. Headhunted into another world. That's all you need to know. It's all right. Honestly, it fell off. I love the storytelling, world building, the main character struggle because he doesn't have any fighting skill at all, and so he has to use his brain more. Whereas everybody else around him is focused on like being powerful with fighting and stuff. So that's the aspect that's really good. It uses a demon king, but like I said, for some reason animes make demons like just a race and not like what they actually are, which are evil beings. Sorry, I had to get some water. Overall, it's alright. It's alright show. This one. No longer allowed in another world. This one has so much potential. But honestly, it fell off. And this is why. The first 3 episodes, because the main character is suicidal, and he died from suicide and was reincarnated in another world. And the whole first 3 episodes, he's literally just trying to kill himself again. And I thought it was so funny because, like, they try to throw humor at it. It's like dark humor. Like, he takes pills that are, I'm guessing, are cyanide pills. And, of course, he can't die no more in this world. So he's just constantly poisoned and at 1 health and can't die. Then he goes and finds the cat girl who's tied up in a tree, which is like, it does like his classic Japanese pervy thing, but overall, he goes to the tree, tries to help her, realizes he can't, and the tree grabs him by the neck and starts hanging him, and then he's like, oh, sweet death, but since he can't die, the tree dies instead. And there's a couple other like funny jokes, like dark humor jokes when he's trying to die. And then near the end, it started like he was giving up trying to die and trying to find someone. I'm not going to spoil any more than that, but that's that. Honestly, even though like I heavily criticize it, I still think this will get a season 2. What really needs a season 2 is the wrong way to use healing magic. That one needs a season 2 very badly. Honestly, a lot of people think this one was a letdown. I think it's good. Honestly, I think it's great. I love an isekai where the goddess that summons you or whatever is actually the villain of the story. And every one of his classmates also are villains. I think it's so fantastic. I didn't like the first episode as much, but then when the second and third, and then it kept going on, I started liking it more and more. And I've seen someone like on YouTube. I watch like people reading the manhwas or the mangas and explaining, like reading out the story. And when I heard that this was getting an anime, I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop watching this YouTube video and just wait for the anime. And the animation was meh. There was a couple of scenes, like, I don't know if they blew the budget or what, but it just wasn't that good. Animation wise, storytelling wise, everything's fantastic. Aristocrat, the Aristocrats Otherworldly Adventures. It's alright. It's honestly, it's forgettable. It's definitely not trash, and it's definitely the only. I'm trying to think. It's another one of these like reborn as a powerful person type of shows, but the fact that the character's not pervy, I will say, is that like the only reason why this isn't trash is because it's actually good. It's just fucking Rudius sucks as a character. I fucking hate Rudius as a character. And from what I've seen later on in the story, compared to the anime, I'm fucking gonna hate him even more. So, I can't wait. Honestly, like, I wish it wasn't good. I wish they would have pulled, like, I forget the one that the copycat that's out now. Hold on. What's the... Let me make sure not spoiled. No. You can't see nothing. Yeah, this one. The beginning after the end. This is the copycat. And apparently the animation sucks in that show now. I don't know what happened, but I wish Mushoku Tensei was like that, because I know a lot of people will say that it is trash then. Because in my opinion, the writing is the only thing that saves it, and the storytelling and the world building. But other than that, Rudius brings the show down a whole lot. And literally, season 2 was about erectile dysfunction. That's all what season 2 was about. It's so trash. It was so trash. An ED arc, not an ED episode. An ED arc. It was so stupid. This one also was a letdown. I watched a YouTube video reading the whole book series. I think the animation did the show poorly, the show poorly. I didn't like the little girl because in the books, at least, it didn't seem like she was love interested in this character, more like being like a dad figure. But then in the show, she starts seeing him like a love interest, and I found that really weird. Which is crazy because I think in the book, she, the tiger woman, actually sees him as a love interest later on. But so far in the anime, she doesn't have any love interest. He does sleep with a lot of women, so if you don't really like that, that's whatever. Luckily, he doesn't sleep with these two. Overall, and it's kind of weird because if you think about it, this girl's probably in her teens to like young adult, like 20s at least, and this dude's like past his 40s. So if you do the math there, because he's a middle-aged man. Honestly, it's forgettable. I think the book series does it way better than this. Ari Monster, honestly, forgettable. It's another one of those reincarnated as a monster shows. Except for it's a goblin, and then honestly, I would rather watch Goblin Slayer, which has a bunch of rape scenes and other stuff in it, than I would watch Ari Monster again. Ari Monster is very forgettable. I can't even remember the main character's name. That tells you a lot. If I can't even bother to remember your main character's name, then your show was probably not that good. Or even remember anything about it. Aristocrat, reincarnated as aristocrat, I use my appraisal skill. It's alright. It does more storytelling than a couple other shows, but the main character is somewhat likable, so. Death March to the Parallel World. And this fucking show got announced for season 2. This show sucked. It's one of those like fantasy. He's working at his job, working on a video game, and then gets teleported into the video game world. I'm guessing. It was all right until there's this one scene when he buys slaves to rescue them because he just wants to free them in a way, mind you. Didn't say he fully freed them, just frees them in a way. And one of the girls that he rescues is a little girl, probably looks less than 10 years old, is actually a reincarnated person from another world. And I think it's a woman, because then the little girl decides to use her body on him. Luckily, the main character has somewhat of a brain and doesn't go more into that little trap. And like stops it. But I just found that one scene very weird, and she was using like mind controlling magic to make it happen, which I found even weirder. That's the only scene that sticks out in my head of the show. Other than that, every one of these characters are very forgettable. Even the main character is very forgettable. Don't know how they got a green light for season 2. Honestly, I hope it doesn't come out. Because this show's ass. And the action scenes are meh at best. They're not good, they're not bad, they're meh at best. My unique skill makes me OP even at level 1. It's mid forgettable. The only reason why this show isn't trash also is because the bunny girl is actually funny in this show. And she acts like a bunny, which is crazy because what you don't know is a lot of these shows, when they have like animal people, they just act like people. But like this show, which I'm not going to talk about yet, and this show and a couple others, they actually act like somewhat like a mix between people and the animal that they are. And that's why I love those shows a little bit more than it's just a cat girl that acts like a normal girl, or it's a wolf girl or a wolf guy, and they act like just normal people. It's like, nah, they should act like animals in a way. Therefore, because they are animals in some sense. I was reincarnated as a Seven Prince. Honestly, the show's trash. I think if, because of the art style, I didn't really sit well with me. They really sexualized this character as a little kid, and they made it more feminine. So, my question is, A, why not make the character a female and call it the princess? I was reincarnated as the seventh princess. Would have made a better show. Yeah, I just didn't like the sexualization of the character. Good animation, fantastic animations. Even the fight scenes are fantastic. It's just the art style and the way they portray the character. I just didn't like the main character. That is, I didn't like. Same with this one. Honestly, trash. I gave up after like 3 episodes in. It's one of those classic OP character things. Am I actually strongest? Is what it's called. Alright, let's get to the other ones, and then we'll go through this list and see if I want to change any of these. Eminence of Shadows. Honestly, what I recommend. You will get lost. My very first, like, watching both seasons, I got lost. I didn't understand. I thought it was one of these classic, like, ore farming, like, I'm OP type of things. But then when I sat back and actually watched it and paid fully attention, I was like, okay, now I see why people like this. And all the girls in the show are fantastic. The main character's super fantastic. The fight scenes, magic, everything, all of it. Mwah. Reincarnated as a sword, honestly, I would recommend it. There's a lot of these like other reincarnations where it's like reincarnated as a vending machine, reincarnated as this, reincarnated as that, and I like this more. I don't know why, but I do. The main character is good, which is the sword, actually. That's the main character. And the supporting character, the little cat girl, she's actually funny. She doesn't really act like a cat girl, I think, if I'm remembering all the scenes correctly. So that's why when I said, like, when there's beast, well, not really beast, but like animal types in animes, I like these more than just a generic, hey, it's a girl with cat ears. Because that's all it really is. It's a girl with cat ears. Let me look up the title of this one, because this one's fucking long. I think it's Insta-Kill. I think it's literally what it's called. Yeah, my instant death ability is overpowered. Honestly, which would be crazy, it's alright. It skips the fight scenes because the character can literally, if you even think about harming this person, like doing any harm to this guy, not the girl, the guy, you die. Because all you have to say is the word die. And when you listen to it in Japanese, like the Japanese version, when they say shine, or I think is what they say, he just keeps repeating that word over and over again. Like there was one scene where it's a little girl that's using puppets to attack, and he just says to the puppet shine. And then sooner or later, every time he says that, it goes back to her, and then it just stacks, and she just dies on the staircase. And there's another scene. Well, actually, I'm not gonna spoil too much, but literally just thinking about harming him can get you killed. I kind of like that more than a generic. I'm very good at magic and I'm super overpowered. At least this one's like, nah, you even think about harming me, you're dead. Literally. I don't even have to move from my couch. You just like, let's say you're across the whole world and you're just thinking, I want to kill so and so. And then I just say the word die randomly. Boom, you're dead. Not lost, the loner, loner life in another world. It's mid. It was good like the first 6 episodes, and then it started dying off. It started becoming a generic. It's a isekai. Luckily, it didn't become a harem route because I think the very fourth episode he gets in a like I wouldn't even call it a situationship. He just basically gets in a party with all the women from his class. Because everybody in the classroom got isekai in this. And the very first scene was funny because when everybody was getting teleported, he managed, because he knows about this because he reads in books, that he knows what was happening. So he went up in the roof in the air ducts and try to hide from the summoning. And then the summoning was slowly trying to grab at his foot and drag him. And he was trying to fight it. That was a pretty funny scene. Because not many of these other shows, like even the main character in this one, the one with the healing magic, like these two were supposed to be the main characters, and he just accidentally got summoned there. But it's still funny. It's still funny. It does it more differently than these other ones where they just get summoned or are born into this in a fantasy world. This one's like, nah, I'm trying to not get involved. Farming life in another world. It's all right. It has fight scenes, but I wouldn't say it focuses on it. It's more about building a town or a little like community more than anything. The one scene it didn't make sense. This is a spoiler. The main girl is a vampire, and for some reason she gets pregnant at the end of it, and I don't know if they skipped it or what, but like it just didn't make sense. Like she was just pregnant, like by the 11th episode, and you're like, what the hell happened? It's like because there was no like love interest at all with the main character in her. Like, yeah, a lot of the women like them, but none of them had like romantic, at least from what I remember of this show. It was, I just found it very weird that that was the story they wanted to push with it. Overall, it's still good. I actually, honestly, I rewatched it probably like 4 times now. Like, it's still a good watch. It's alright. That's what I mean with this. It's alright. Like, you will watch this and you might put these a little bit higher or even lower, but just for me, it's alright. Like, some of these I will rewatch, some of these I'll just watch once, and I'll go there manually, like, rate them. And then the last one. Oops. There it is. The Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy. It's good, it's not for everyone. Only because the main character is like a little kid. But luckily he doesn't pull a Rudius because he gets dormed with a bunch of girls. They bring him in. And luckily, other than the one girl at the beginning, but there's a reason why. I'll spoil it, whatever. She dies, and he has to use vampiric magic to make her a vampire. And so she has to suck his blood only because he didn't tell her at first the reason why, or reason why she craves blood and whatever. And so he put some kind of like controlling magic on her to make sure that she doesn't go on a killing spree as a vampire or whatever. I don't really know. That's just what I remember from the show. I probably will rewatch it to get back into it, but it's one of those like, ugh. Honestly, because I said that, I put it there. Like, I know a little bit more than some of these other shows, but that's what I remember offhand. All these are off my head. Alright, so slime is definitely number one for an isekai. Honestly, I'll put Tanya, then Moonlight, then Shield Hero, then Konosuba. Alright, so Slime, Tanya, Moonlight, Shadow, Shield Hero, Konosuba. Okay, yeah. That's right. Yeah. Then it goes Realistic Hero, Journey with Kids in Another World, Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic, Cooking Skill, Black Summoner, Handyman Saito, Reincarnated as a Sword, by Grace of Gods. Mushoku Tensei. Honestly, I would say it's great, recommend it. It's just that fucking first 4 episodes that even me, I struggled to get through. Like, I really struggled. Like, I like when I mean I struggled, like I was about to trash it and never watch it again. Like this one, I'd never watch it again. Like the very first 5, 6 episodes, I gave up. I was like, nah, I'm done. This is boring. Look, the only reason why this is good is because the fucking animation, world building, action, everything is so fucking good. It's just Rudius is such a terrible character. I hate Rudius with a passion. I don't care what people say. Rudius sucks. Alchemist. Yeah. Grandchild. Yeah. Wise Man's Grandchild. Reincarnated. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Maybe even this. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, Spirit Chronicle, I'll put it back here because I don't know how Season 2 is. I'll just put it in. It's alright for now. This could be up here for all I know. I don't know how Season 2 went. I still gotta watch it. We'll do this definitely first. So Glade Clerk behind it. And then this. Then this. Then this. Then this. Actually, this. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Mid Forgettable. Yeah. Honestly, yes, all that's fine. And yeah, those are fine. We'll just do this. This being the worst of the worst. Alright, this is my isekai list. These are only isekais I've seen. Now, here's the problem. And I'll gladly pull up my... So if you see, this is my isekai list. And what I do is I label my shows I've seen. So I have a whole list. And Crunchyroll, I thank you for doing the tab. So like, I watch it on my TV, and this is only what I see on my TV. As long as it has the watch list tab. This only pops up on my TV. But can you please add this? Like, I want to be able just to click my playlist on my TV and just watch like my shows on here. I don't know why you don't have it. Oh, sorry. I seen all y'all's messages. My chat has been frozen. Yeah, I haven't watched ReZero. I still gotta watch that. Yeah. Sorry about not hearing. Yeah, Shield Hero. Here, hold on. See, Shield Hero season one. Like I said, the first episode, depending on who you are, it could be rough to watch because it is 40 minutes long, and the whole labeling someone a rapist and that whole scene and all those, yeah, it's kind of rough. Mostly if you're new to watching animes, but yeah, season one Shield Hero is fantastic. I know 2 and 3 is rough, but I still think it's great, and I can't wait for season 4. Um, but yeah, this is my list for Isekais. I'm thinking I'm gonna do the rom coms and fantasy later, but there's a lot as you saw on my crunch list. I still gotta watch season 3 again because I keep forgetting a little bit of season 3 for Shield Hero, and I want to make sure when season 4 comes out. I think it comes out next month. That I'm caught up and know. But yeah, that's my list. So trash, I just wouldn't even bother watching if I were y'all. Mid or forgettable. Same thing. Other than this one, I still would recommend because it has its funny humor in it. That's alright tab, you might think are good, but for me, they just are alright. And then good, great, and then S plus. If you got any questions, let me know. I'm reading chat now. I'm sorry. I was going on my little rant, and my chat wasn't like popping up. Yeah, the revenge arc for Shield Hero. Yeah, I can see what you mean by that. What's the name of the second anime? The Saga of Tanya. I'll pull it up. Boo, 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 boo. This one is very good. Very, very good. If you like wartime gruesome stuff, this is fantastic. Very, very good. Luckily, it's only one season. It does have a movie though, or 2 movies, but they're like 30 minutes each. And the English voice actress, whoever played Tanya, she is fantastic. It's the same one that voice acts for English and Shin. Same girl. Yeah, still gotta watch 86. Yep, I got a lot of shows to watch, but some like it's easier to watch 12 episodes of like a crappy show than watching like 20 plus and like a very good show. Yeah, that's my problem. Also, I watch shows but I don't finish them. But when it comes to isekais, I finish all of them because usually they're always 12 episodes. I'm definitely gonna do if you the slice of life romance tier, and then fantasy, and probably if I got another tier. Yeah, I'm a chill guy. I don't. I'm not like hyper trying to be like an internet personality. I'm very laid back. So if you like that type then of content, then it's usually what I am like. And also, it's like 3 in the morning, as you could tell. It is very, very late. I normally stream on YouTube, but it's 1 p.m. If you don't mind, not really like, are you? You're not in America though, right? Oh, India. It's 1 p.m. in India right now. That's crazy. Yeah, but I don't know. I think uh, I think isekais are easier to get into because I've only started anime since like 2 years ago now, so I haven't watched like all the mainstreams like Demon Slayer and all these other like Attack on Titan and whatever. But isekais for me are easier to digest than some other shows, and some of them are just bad. Like some of these I forget like instantly. Yeah, the book series was actually really good, but the animation, whoever did the animation, I hope they don't get green lighted for season 2. But if they someone else picks it up and has good animation, I think it will be really good, and people will see the potential. I love the whole like the goddess is actually the villain of the story instead of like a demon king or whatever. That's like the typical thing. Out of all the other isekais, yeah, I already know about Berserk. I'm good. I watched that old man that does like summaries of each chapter. I watched his whole series on YouTube. I don't know if you've seen that. You probably have if you've seen the meme where he's like cursing. What's the villain's name? I already forgot the villain. Guts's partner. Um, I don't really read the manhwas in some of these shows, but I do watch. Like if I go, I don't want to. I don't. Let me do. Be right back. I don't know what will pop up on YouTube. I have. It's not really an isekai, but yeah, I have. I have watched only season 1. I haven't watched season 2 yet of Oshi. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm going to my playlist. So like these, boop. These are what I think are manhwas and mangas, and I think all of these will be animes coming soon, and some of them already are animes. This is the biggest series I think will be next. The whole thing is a dude is reborn, dies, gets isekai'd, and is reborn as like a prince in like a small nation, and his brothers and sisters are trying to fight for the throne, whereas he's not. And this is actually going to be like the biggest one. Like this is going to be as big as slime. Because as you can tell, the first few chapters is 22 hours. Like this is a lot of content. Yeah, there's these are a lot of them. I really wish this one would get picked up. This would be a funny like romance, but with like horror and like psychological stuff that I think someone could pick up. It's just the slit mouth part. I don't know how they would animate. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. I mean, my English is probably rough to listen to sometimes because of my southern accent. A lot of people can't handle southern accents. Luckily, I talk slow enough. Eminence and Shadow is this one. It's still S tier. Like I said, the fight scenes and everything, the characters are all likable. I think it got announced for season 3. I just don't know. I don't think it has a release date. Let's see. Never mind, it's not official. Oh, a movie. A movie's in the work. Los Echoes. That's what it was. Yeah, all the characters are fantastic. Yeah, I got Vinland Saga on my watch list. I don't know about Attack on Titan. That's a lot of episodes to catch up. Yeah, I love Delta because like I don't know if y'all were here when I mentioned it, but I love shows where when there's a female or even male character, but they're like an animal that they act like the animal that they are. So like Delta being a wolf girl, she acts like a wolf sometimes, not just a girl, and that's what I like. I like when they balance in between. That's why this show it isn't trash. Is because the bunny girl acts like a bunny. Like she isn't just like a girl with bunny ears. She acts like a bunny. I just didn't like Seven Prince because of the art style. I think if they would just had Seven Prince as a female character and they just did princess instead of prince, I think it would have been better. But it's a male character, boy character, that's sexualized as a female in the art style, and it just didn't sit right with me. Animation and the fight scenes are good. It's just that huge bit right there. I'm like, don't really like. Yeah, if you see anything on the list and you got questions, just go ahead and ask. What's the third one? Moonlight Fantasy. It is Moonlight Fantasy. I'm on Kick, Rage of the Gamer VT on Kick, and I watch all these animes at 12 a.m. EST almost every day. I just didn't do it today because I wanted to do this instead. Yeah, Chilling in Another World is actually really good. I kind of like those like laid back shows where it's like they get like reborn or just brought into another world, but they don't really care for like fighting or making a name. They just want to chillax. Yeah, it's one of those you just sit back and just chillax. I think that was more of a romance though than you talking about the let's see, hold on. Where this one. Yeah. I think that was more of a romance than like yeah, it's an isekai, but it's more like it's trying to focus on the whole romance stuff. It's not really trying to focus on the other world stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a tier list for fantasy and slice of life probably tomorrow. It took me forever to get this tier list thing created because I tried looking for it, but some of these people are putting like the fantasies in the isekais. Like someone has solo leveling in the isekais. Like there's no isekai element of this. Yeah, it's good. Honestly, it's great because for me, it got me to read The Prince by Machiavelli. Yeah, but I got I'm gonna make those tomorrow, and I'll probably stream a little bit earlier than 3 a.m. for me, but I'll do it tomorrow, and then probably I don't know, probably finish my Dark Souls run. I'm doing Dark Souls 3, but I'm using Chat GPT to control my run. So if I pick up a weapon, I tell her what I picked up, and if there are or AI is telling me to change weapons, I change weapons. Yeah, so it'll be earlier for you. Midday. Oh, I do. Everything's live. If you go on my YouTube channel and click the live tab, you'll see all my playlists. I usually stream live on YouTube. There's also videos you can watch. Yeah, I don't know why, but I get way more viewership on YouTube than I ever had on Twitch. Like, y'all two here now is the most I've ever had compared to on Twitch. Like, Twitch, you don't get any recognition. Like, you gotta hope to get rated one day and hope that people stick around. Whereas YouTube, people can sometimes just find your stream. I'm guessing you watch a lot of like animes on your YouTubes. That's probably why I got recommended. Like you watch a lot of clips or stuff like that. Yeah, that's usually how YouTube works with its recommendations. Depending on what you mainly watch on your YouTube, will be recommended to you. That's usually how I find mine. Like I go to my what do you call it, playlists, like the YouTube Shorts. Yeah, YouTube Shorts playlist, and usually an anime show gets like a little clip of it, and I'm like, it looks interesting, and I put it in my watch list. Like these are the shows I gotta watch. It's a lot. I just finished Black Lagoon, and this show is actually fantastic. I don't know why it's 18 plus. Like I get it because there are like there is some nudity, but like I guess gun violence is very big in Japan. Like they don't want to promote it, but for me it felt like it didn't feel like an 18 plus anime. Yeah, I still gotta watch ReZero. I I wanted to add it to the list, but I was like, I haven't even. I only watched one episode. Haven't even watched a whole season yet, so I don't think it would have been fair to rate it off of one episode. Yeah, sure. I've seen all those. I'm good. Yeah, it's one of those. It's an all right revenge story, but I don't think that's what they're focusing on. It is very gruesome, which is weird because like I can watch Goblin Slayer, but I cannot watch that. Watch a redo. Like watch it on repeat. Like I've seen Goblin Slayer probably twice now. Both have the same exact scenes in it. I like season 1 of Goblin Slayer, but season 2, it's like they tried, but they were like, nah, look, goblins, oh no. It's like they could have done a little bit more with season 2, in my opinion. Season 2 didn't really stick as much as season 1 did. Season 1 was so fantastic. Monogat, how do you pronounce that? Monogatari. I don't think, yeah, I don't think I've seen that yet. Is it on Crunch or High Dive? That's the only one I have right now. Crunch and High Dive. Because at least in the US, they're cracking down on these pirate websites. Like you have to use VPNs and other stuff to watch some of these shows now. Which is funny because on YouTube, here I'll even show it right now. They might get deleted because a lot of them do, but I have a whole playlist. Let's see, this is my content. So all these are animes that you can watch for free on YouTube. Some of them are in poor quality, but I mean they're there. And some of them have been there for a year, 8 months, 10 months. Like, there's a lot of them that get deleted, as you can tell. There's already 5 that's deleted. It's on Crunchyroll. I'll look it up right quick. Yeah, there's a lot of those that you can find on YouTube, but a lot of them get deleted also. Pretty much within, if it can survive longer than 4 months, then YouTube probably hasn't picked it up. Which one? The first one or second one? This one? I'll add it to my list. I'll add it to my list. It's, how many episodes did this thing say? 26. Okay. Ain't that bad. Yeah, a lot of these shows do. Some put like the ending, like oh, what was the one? It was a healer one. I can't remember the name of it. It's new, but like the first episode was like the final episode for some reason. Like you already learn all the characters and stuff, and you're like, what is this? Yeah, the romance tab is going to have more of those, like Trapped in a Dating Sim and other stuff. Like if it's focused on being a rom-com or focusing on making a relationship with two characters, I usually put it in the romance tab. Even if there's action, shooting, whatever, I usually put it in. If it's focusing on that, then that's where I put it. Because technically, I don't know. Is getting teleported into a video game an isekai? SAO is trash. I'm sorry. Season 1 should have been 2 seasons. They kept speed running through season 1 with its content. Yeah, season 1 was good. It's just it needed to be longer. It being 12 episodes was it was rushed. It felt rushed to me. They could have dragged it out a little bit. And season 2 I gave up on. I didn't really like season 2. Season 3 was good. But overall, SAO is trash. I dislike season 2 so much when the scene when the little girl shoots the robber to save the mom, and the mom looks at her with like disgust and like hatred and like creepiness to her own daughter that just saved her life. And I'm like, what the hell is that writing? Like, I get it, you're trying to paint the mom as like a villain, and like this is the girl's trauma with firearms, but that was such terrible writing. JJK. I don't know much about it, so I can't judge you on that. I know about it though. I just never watched it. I mean, there's probably shows that I've seen that people can judge me on. I think the weirdest. The weirdest one will have to probably be this one I've seen. And maybe Rent a Girlfriend. I don't know how this got a fucking season 4 that's coming out. Or season 2. I fucking hate Rent a Girlfriend. The main character is so unlikable. But yeah, I'll do a whole tier list for that. Yeah, it's trash. And I hate myself that I watched all episodes. Because it's such trash that you don't want to put it down. Like when you start watching like the first 3 and 4 episodes, you're like, oh my god, this character sucks. Please tell me something better happens. Yeah, I still completed it also. And they got a season 2 announced. It's coming out in August, I think. I don't know who wrote the character, for the main character, but oh my god, they did fantastic to make someone that triggers people. Like, I think everyone can agree that the main character pisses off everybody that watches the show. It, yeah, I'm probably gonna do just romance and fantasy, and then I'll just go ahead and show these. I don't really. They're already rated for me on this. So you got like Spy Family, Bachi, Buddy Daddies, uh, Kobayashi. Full Metal Panic is actually really good. It's very old, but I recommend watching this. This is the first one. I think this show is fantastic. It is old though. I think this was made. When did Full Metal come out? Not dull, full. Came out in 1998. That's how old that is. It's very old, but it still holds up. It's good. I still gotta watch season 2 and the third season. If you like mechs, it's a mech anime. It's actually really good. Yeah, I think they're getting a season 2 for that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they are. I know My Dress Up Darling is coming out this month or next month. Can't wait for that. I hope that they will just finish it because there's not much story left compared to the books. Because I know if they end it on them like somewhat separating from each other, like growing distance, and then they're gonna piss everybody off on the anime side because if they don't watch the or read the books, they don't know what's gonna happen next. And if they leave it on that big of a cliffhanger, I think a lot of people will drop the show. So I hope they just finish it. Even if it takes like 30 episodes, I hope they just finish it. Because they don't need to drag it out. They just finish it. The book's done. The author is done. Might as well just finish it. Yeah, I don't know about Flagrant's Flower. Yeah, a lot of that's what like. Let's see on Crunch the new animes. Like I know this one's a letdown. Trying to think, there was another one that had like terrible animation. Crap, where was it? This one for me just feels like another Mushoku Tensei ripoff. I've only seen up to episode 7, but it feels exactly like a Mushoku Tensei ripoff. This one. The animation just slowly starts dying, like the longer it gets. I don't know why. It's like they blow their budget on the first 3 episodes. And that's why, like, Failure Frame's the same way. Like, the first 2 episodes were peak. Good animation. The writing, storytelling were so good. And then, by episode 3, they started using CGI. And everyone's like, ugh, the animation's terrible. I was like, yeah, but the storytelling is so good. It's like, just get past the animation. Yeah, I don't even want to watch it. I know that's why a lot of people put this show in S, but for me, I hate Rudius as a character. I find him way too perverted. To the point where, like, I don't even feel bad that he got bullied to almost to death, really, to be honest. He got bullied to death. I just don't like him as a character. I really don't. Nor do I really care about his romance relationships. Like I like Sylphie, I like Roxy, I like Eris in some ways, but as a romance thing for him, no, I don't give a crap. I like the action, I like the world building. I like the whole magic stuff, but Rudius as a character I just don't like. He's very dislikable in my opinion. And I know like what happens deeper in the story if they'll make more, which I know they probably will. Yeah, that was good. That was such bad timing because in America that episode was released on Father's Day. Don't know who thought of that. In Japan, they're like, hey, it's Father's Day in America. We need to release this episode today. It was such bad. I don't know who thought that was demonic. Whoever thought of that. Yeah, but if you haven't watched any of these in S, I recommend Tanya definitely. It sounds like both of y'all have seen everything else other than Moonlight, maybe, but I definitely recommend Tanya. It is very good, and I think Tanya has a lot of languages also. Like it's not just English, Japanese. There's a couple other languages I just can't remember. Konosuba, yeah. Konosuba is hilarious. That's more of a comedy more than anything. Same with this one, Handyman Saito. Uh, Both of these are just comedies more than isekais. Like, this is very, very funny. I don't even know why. Like, I get why she's dumb and useless, but like in my opinion, she's the most powerful compared to everybody else in the party. If she actually uses her magic, think about it. She can resurrect you from the dead. She has god level magic. She's a water build. She's literally good. It's like she's goated. Darkness is probably the most useless because she just wants to be hit all the time. And she can't even swing the sword properly. Like, she doesn't hit anything. So she's literally just a tank build. Might as well just give her a shield. Just let her stand there in the open. And then Megumin's only good at explosions. Which is good because her explosion magic is actually good, but she only can shoot it once. And what's the main character's name? I keep forgetting his name. I don't know why. Because I actually like the show. Yeah, see, I forget the main character too. Anyway, the main character, I think, is also on the par of useless because he has Lurk, which is a sneak skill. He has a bow skill that lets him sharpshooter where he can shoot, like, whatever he shoots at hits. And he has, like, basic magic for here and there spells, but, like, if you look at him as a party, Kazuma, that's it, thank you. Aqua is probably the strongest, then Megumin, then Kazuma, and then Darkness. That's probably like the ranking. I would put them as a party, skill wise. Oh, you wait till season 2 and 3. Even the movie. Watch the movie. Watch the movie after season 2 though. Then so it goes like season 1, season 2, then the movie, then season 3. Because that's the format. Because the movie actually has lore into season 3. Yeah, it's actually really good. I do gotta make the fantasy tier list, and then I gotta put it because I got a lot of shows on High Dive that I need to put in the tier list also. The big three for me. If you're talking about what everyone thinks is the big three, which is what you got your Dragon Ball, and all those other shows I haven't watched. But my personal big three is Overlord. Yeah, I haven't watched any shows that are like over 1,000 episodes. I'm not even gonna attempt like One Piece and all those. I'm not gonna even bother. My big three will go probably. Why is Overlord at the bottom? It'll go Overlord at number 1. Then probably Solo Leveling. And then probably Fearin'. That'd be my big three. Like, I've watched Overlord like probably like 16 times now. All 4 seasons. Even the movie now. Yeah, a lot of people, I don't know why, but people don't understand Jinwoo as a character because they see the stupid internet memes and the YouTube like clips of him ore farming. But him as a character, he has a lot of story in season two. In the point where well, I'm not gonna spoil it, but if you haven't watched it, season two explains more of why Jinwoo is the way he is. Season one, yeah, it was meh. Yeah, I know. A lot of people do that one. It's like a very OP character, but if you think about it, this guy in this show is the most OP I've ever seen in any anime. His power is literally he can kill you by saying the word die. So if you have any hostile thoughts toward him, no matter where you are in the world, you just thinking about killing him, he'll say the word die and you are dead. I think that's more overpowered than anybody. That's so stupid. Like if Goku thinks, "Hey, I'm gonna beat up this kid," boom, and he says the word "die," Goku's dead. But yeah, I know it gets in the whole, well, Goku is this and this and blah blah blah. And it's like, I get it, but I think of their abilities more than like the character they are. If you know what I mean. Favorite in slime? I'm gonna exclude Rimuru. I'm gonna do like only side characters. It will have to be tied between Gabiru and Shion. Like those two characters are. Yeah, Diablo's pretty funny too. I think Shion and Gabiru are like neck and neck for me. I think Gabiru is just hilarious as a character. I can't wait for the movie. The movie coming out in January. I'm gonna watch that in movie theaters this time since I'm already caught up. I was so excited when Crunchyroll finally got Overlord movie. I already watched it like twice now. I watched that in movie theaters. I was back in November of last year. That was actually such a good film. I might watch that on Kick. So I'll show my Kick account right quick. So if you ever want to know what I'm doing, I usually stream here and I only stream animes because they have a whole tab dedicated to watching stuff. So if you follow me here, we'll watch animes here. I usually do one seasons, so like 12 episodes, because that's like 4 hours long. So that way it's not too long. I don't really talk though. I just play. Just play the anime. That's only what people want to watch. It's Kick. Kick. Yeah, I stream YouTube, my main content, like gaming, tier list, just chatting, and then Kick only anime. I don't really talk there. Oh, you're good. You are good. Yeah, but I think it's it for me today. Tomorrow I'll do the other two tier lists. We'll get them through. It'll be a little bit longer. But yeah, drop a follow on YouTube. I will definitely be here tomorrow. Finish these tier lists, and then probably Saturday, Sunday, we'll finish Dark Souls 3. I'm hoping, because I think the AI hasn't picked up on it yet, but she only changed the weapon class like twice. And luckily, the second time it was actually good. Yeah, it's been fun. Sorry I didn't see all the messages. The way I have my setup is the chat gets blocked when I have multiple tabs open, and so my tab was blocking y'all's chats. So I wasn't ignoring y'all on purpose. I was just yapping for like 50 minutes, so I'm glad y'all stuck around. Yeah, but I will definitely be on tomorrow. But we shall see y'all soon. Peace.